Alrighty, let's see. We'll start with this planet, I guess. Relar. Relar is a barren terrestrial rock world. Only a small portion of the planet has been explored, as cursory scans showed little of interest on Relar compared to the Ezo deposits on the neighboring world of Apollo-10. The planet appears not to have garnered Reaper attention, which would make it a good rendezvous point for any scattered organic forces needing to discharge their drive cores. Orbital distance 3 AU, orbital period 5.3 Earth years, radius 5,082 kilometers, day length 23.2 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 4.62 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 28 Celsius, and surface gravity 0.37 G. Alrighty, this little guy here. Apollo-10. This world is believed to be an extrasolar capture that built up its atmosphere over millions of years to become the hothouse it is today. Volus robo-miners descended on Apollo-10 when Element Zero was first discovered there, and in turn, pirates descended on the Volus. The pirates then found out, to their detriment, that wealthy Volus can buy a lot of influence in the Turian hierarchy. Ha ha! Serves them right. The Reapers occupied Apollo-10's orbital stations rather than destroy them outright. It is possible that Element Zero is rare enough that the Reapers harvest it, but it is more likely that the Reapers are stationing ships here in case the Turian forces they drove off seek to recapture it. Orbital distance 2.1 AU, orbital period 3.1 Earth years, radius 5,738 kilometers, day length 35.8 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 28.6 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 262 Celsius, surface gravity 0.78 G. And last one. What is it? Nallisen. A lonely world of rock and ice, Nallisen clings to the outer rim of the Satu-Ard system. Its freezing temperatures and carbon dioxide atmosphere were braved by Ezo smugglers who set up camps in the tunnels honeycombing the southern hemisphere's mountain ranges. The camps were abandoned when Turian patrols began regular raids on the smugglers' cave systems. Orbital distance 23.4 AU, orbital period 113.6 Earth years, radius 4,494 kilometers, day length 20.6 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.97 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature minus 156 Celsius, yikes, surface gravity 0.64 G. Alright, let's start by scanning this guy. We got something here, that's good. Let's see, what do we got? Volus engineering team. Okay. I found a Volus engineering team. Good. Let's throw one here. Throw one here. Whoop. Gotta run.
Faster than light, jump successful.
Alright. Sorry. It would be nice if I could find some gas in one of these places. Alright, what do we got? Atos Urn. Atos Urn was claimed along with the rest of the system after the Volus learned FTL travel. In the Great Volus exploration push of 300 BCE, the species found only a few planets capable of supporting their colonies. They did, however, discover many planets teeming with valuable elements. The orbiting robo-mining platforms of Atos Urn have since been shot through by the Reapers. Little remains except the occasional bit of space debris posing a navigation hazard. Orbital distance 1 AU, orbital period 1 Earth year, radius 7,556 kilometers, day length 40.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 2.82 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature 141 Celsius, surface gravity 0.49 G. Okay, this one, Mola. For a terrestrial planet, Mola hurtles around the system star at breakneck speed. Its rapid orbit and molten core cause oceans of magma to be pumped out onto the surface, cooling into continent-sized formation, then erased by fresh flows of molten rock. That sounds pretty cool, actually. Orbital distance 0.3 AU, orbital period 0.1 Earth year, radius 7,608 kilometers, day length 18.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 3.78 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 625 Celsius. Ooh boy. Surface gravity 0.82 G. Alrighty, this one. Yan Tao. Even by Volus standards, the pressure on Yantau is crushing. With an atmosphere composed of carbon dioxide, argon, and small traces of oxygen, the surface is devoid of life. However, tiny fossilized sea creatures have been discovered in the deepest crevices of what used to be Yantau's oceans. Orbital distance 1.6 AU, orbital period 2 Earth years, radius 11,460 kilometers, day length 37.9 Earth hours, atmosphere pressure 133.1 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature 325 Celsius, and surface gravity 1.45 G. Alright, 2 more. This guy. Solupaulis. Solupaulis's helium-3 collection mechanisms historically turned a large profit, not because of any great immigration into the Sori system, but because Solupaulis made a good refueling stop between Irun and Satu-Ard. Warned of the Reaper's battle plans, but left with little other option, a select team of workers at Solupaulis sent out phony communications suggesting that important military data was being handed off here. When the Reapers sent in a force of husks, they ran into the Volus' trap, a chain reaction that annihilated the station. Clever! Orbital distance 6.6 AU, orbital period 17.2 Earth years, radius 28,567 kilometers, day length 14.7 Earth hours. And last one. Kylo. Kylo's frigid surface is dotted with impact craters left during a legendary meteor shower that happened more than 400,000 years ago. The meteors contain traces of cobalt, but not enough to warrant a full-scale mining expedition. The Volus have largely left Kylo alone, as have the Reapers. Interesting. Orbital distance 3.2 AU, orbital period 5.7 Earth years, radius 11,489 kilometers, day length 93.9 Earth hours, atmosphere pressure trace, surface temperature -93 Celsius, gravity 0.91 G. Alright, where are we going to scan? Let's throw one like here. Nothing. Okay, throw one here.
I found something.
Ah, this is so risky. Oh my god, I'm gonna get caught. I'm so gonna get caught. There was a Reaper right there. Well, we can try. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If this ever... Freaking, what is this doing? This radar is so weird. Volus Dread Wanat Kwunu. Alright. Let's see if I can escape this. Run, 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 run! Throw another thing down there. Alright, cool. We made it. Now Aru. So we should definitely scan a rune. Alright, what do we got? First one. Chark-Sab. Named after a northern Irunian luck deity, Chark-Sab is overshadowed by the economy of Losul and the scientific research on Doldit. The solar system's middle child, Chark-Sab now has the only functioning helium-3 fuel apparatus in the system, as the Reapers have not yet struck there. The space around it is jammed with Volus ships trying to flee the system. That's sad. Orbital distance 10.4 AU, orbital period 33.6 Earth years, radius 39,139 kilometers, day length 12.1 Earth hours. Okay, what's next? This guy? Jaxer. Jaxer features heavily in ancient Volus mythology and folklore, since its bright white surface made it easy to chart in the night sky without the aid of a telescope. Once the Volus developed advanced astronomical equipment, their scientists discovered that Jaxer's luminosity was caused by a thick carbon monoxide cloud cover that had hidden the real face of the planet for millennia. Orbital distance 0.6 AU, orbital period 0.4 Earth years, radius 10,792 kilometers, day length 35.3 Earth hours, atmosphere pressure 18.46 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature 416 Celsius, and gravity 1.04 G. Alright, this guy. Irun, here we go. The Volus homeworld is a high-pressure, high-gravity planet that supports an ammonia-based ecology. This rare environment means that the Volus have been slow to colonize, as there are few planets that meet their habitation requirements. Most prefer to stay on Arun, working remotely via the extranet. The more adventurous don the clumsy but vital pressure suits and venture out to worlds in Citadel space to make their fortunes. Arun is remarkable for having done away with warfare as an institution of the state. Volus culture lacks the romantic view of war found in the galaxy's more aggressive species. Physical skirmishes between groups rarely last long and are almost always ended by social castigation, bargaining agreements, or harsh economic sanctions. Arun's cities tend to be built on fast trade routes rather than militarily defensible positions. This has left them vulnerable to Husk attack now that the Reapers have overwhelmed the Turian fleets and begun a ground war on the planet. Citadel Travel Advisory. Arun's ammonia-based atmosphere is toxic to non-Volus life forms. Visitors to Arun must wear pressure suits at all times when traveling outside of environmentally controlled areas. Well, we're not going there, so. Population 8.8 billion. Population estimates are pre-invasion. Capital, Lenos. Orbital distance 1.3 AU. Orbital period 1.5 Earth years. Radius 11,525 kilometers. Day length 36.2 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 60.56 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 9 Celsius. And surface gravity 1.5 G. Alright, let's drop a scan, like, here-ish.
Signal confirmed.
Because I know we... Okay, the Reapers are alert in the system. We do want something off of Arun. Some, like, Pillars of Destiny or something. Oh, right, the Book of Planets. Okay. Let's read the other planets. There's this one, Losil. The first of the Aru system's 3 gas giants, Losil is also the largest. Boasting over 96 moons, this planet's orbit bustled with hundreds of helium-3 extraction centers. Most of the work population lived on Losil's orbital stations, which were so numerous they became an unofficial city chained together by taxi services and extendable umbilical cords. The Reaper attack year has devastated the infrastructure, raining fragments down onto the gas giant. Orbital distance 5.8 AU, orbital period 14 Earth years, radius 52,635 kilometers, day length 10.6 Earth hours. Alright, and there should be one more, I guess, down here. Doldit. Doldit's moons have long been mined out, but they still hosted dozens of corporate-owned laboratories relocated there to avoid the environmental restrictions placed on research and development firms by Arun. Everything from weapon testing to cutting-edge biological research was outsourced to facilities orbiting Doldit. This made it an attractive target for the Reapers, who sent a small but powerful force to blow the facilities into scrap. Orbital distance 20.8 AU, orbital period 95.2 Earth years, radius 28,982 kilometers, and day length 10.6 Earth hours. Alright, where should we scan? Let's throw one here. Ooh, that actually worked. Alright, what do we got on this planet? Thank you for not making me push the planet around. Volus fabrication units. Okay, let's see. Can I get away with a scan like here? And here. Plot mass relay! Okay. I'm gonna escape from that. Arcturus stream is done. Anos. Oh, right, we need to go to a fuel depot. So let's hit up the Krogan DMZ really quick. Alright, fuel depot. Give me fuel. Excellent. Okay. No, keep going. What are you stopping for? What else we got? There's Serpent Nebula. Arcturus stream is done. Horsehead Nebula, Cerberus fighter base. We'll go and do that. Tide's Nest. Hades Gamma. Gemini Sigma. Attican Beta. Have we been through that yet? I can't remember. Let's check. This looks new. What was that? I heard a beep.
I found something.
Oh, it's probably fuel. Let's leave it alone for now. Alright, let's check Theseus. Is that it? Just Hercules and Theseus? Okay. Theseus! Here we go. It is very far away. Okay, what do we got? We got this planet here. Sharing. Sharing is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant. The atmosphere contains traces of ammonia, methane, and surprisingly large amounts of water vapor, making the atmosphere a striking mix of browns, blues, and whites. Of Sharing's 60-odd moons, 2 have a diameter over 33,000 kilometers. Wow, that's big. Both have signs of former Prothean development, suggesting Sharing might have been mined for helium-3. Orbital distance 12.93 AU, orbital period 46.6 Earth years, radius 55,721 kilometers, day length 14.6 Earth hours. Alright. Saitao. Saitao is shrouded by a high-pressure atmosphere composed of carbon dioxide and sulfuric acids. The surface is composed of geologically young plains of volcanic basalts and rhyolites, with high concentrations of carbon and radioactives. Saitao is rapidly volcanic. A dozen supervolcanoes, 500 to 120 kilometers wide, 50 to 120 kilometers wide, are erupting across the planet. Saitao's carbon content and constant volcanism make natural diamonds plentiful, if extremely costly and dangerous to recover. Orbital distance 1.05 AU, orbital period 1.1 Earth years, radius 9,547 kilometers, day length 32.2 Earth hours, atmosphere pressure 94.51 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature 343 Celsius, surface gravity 1.7 G. Okay. This guy. Pharos. Aw, if it isn't Pharos! The Exogeny Corporation has founded a pilot colony on Pharos to explore the Prothean ruins that blanket 2/3 of the planet's landmass. The atmosphere is fouled with dust. Terrestrial travel is hampered by crumbled debris dozens of meters deep. There are indications that Pharos was a much colder world in the past. Pharos has 2 larger moons, Orkan, the farther, and Vardet. Colony founded 2178, population 300, capital Exogeny building. Ha! I like the capital. Orbital distance 2.15 AU, orbital period 3.2 Earth years, radius 8,366 kilometers, day length 30.3 Earth hours, atmosphere pressure 5.44 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature 10 Celsius, and surface gravity 1.1 G. Okay, next one. Quana. Quana's frozen surface is rich with heavy metals, and the planet's higher than average density suggests further mineral richness in the depths. The atmosphere is composed of nitrogen and carbon monoxide. The remains of well-developed Prothean mining infrastructure dot the planet. Abandoned mines are connected to deep cities by collapsed maglev lines. Unlike the crumbling skyscrapers on Pharos, Quana's ruins are reasonably intact. Unfortunately, this made it easier for looters to strip the silent necropolis of anything valuable. Orbital distance 4.3 AU, 33 AU. Orbital period 9 Earth years, radius 7,271 kilometers, day length 67.8 Earth hours. Point Earth, yes. Atmosphere pressure 0.91 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature negative 141 Celsius, surface gravity 1.2 G. And this guy. Logan. Logan is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant. The survey team who charted the system 20 years ago reported many strange disturbances in Logan's cloud bands, suggesting many remarkably large solid objects were present beneath the cloud tops. As the ship approached, however, they subsided one by one. These disturbances have not been reported again. That is so weird. Orbital distance 23.27 AU, orbital period 112.6 Earth years, radius 66,341, day length 18.6 Earth hours. Okay, so maybe let me cycle around and we'll see if it beeps on anything. Because that seems to be a bit of a giveaway for where the invisible scan points are. Gonna beep on anything? Doesn't really seem like it. So let's try scanning between Pharos and Quana.
Signal confirmed.
Alright, get something on Pharos. That's good. Start scanner. That way. Ugh. This is so much effort. Turns so slow. Okay, we got some exogeny scientists. Wonderful. By throwing a probe at the planet. Okay, let's see. We'll throw a scan here. Nothing. Throw a scan here. And one here. Alright, nothing on the planets. Alright, escape.
Successful.